Welcome back. If you've just tuned in, I'm your host, Suri Smit. Coming up next, if you're a lover of motorcycles, you will know that the R9T Urban GS makes a clear statement. It pays tribute to BMW Motorrad's GS success story. Coming up next, we chat Urban GS and looking fabulous while riding one. We're at the Motorrad showroom over at Daytona Santon, and with me is Roxanne Miller. She's the boutique manager and the customer specialist. Thanks so much for being with us once again.
And thanks so much for being here. It's always so nice to have you.
It's nice seeing you again. So tell me more about this stunning bike.
This is part of the Heritage range, which is one of my favorites, as you know. It's the R9T Urban GS. And this pays tribute to a bike that was made in the early 80s called the R80.
Wow.
Yeah, the R80 GS.
And when was this launched?
BMW has been talking about it for quite some time, but we've literally received it. It's arrived in South Africa about 3 weeks ago.
Wow, so it's fresh off the boat.
Very much so, yeah. It's the latest, greatest.
And what jumps out at me first is that orange seat. Is that standard?
No, yeah, well, on this bike it is, but anything with this Heritage range is very customizable, so we can change the tank, we can change the seat. Obviously, people appreciate the iconic colors and so on of this particular bike, but we can do whatever you want. It's endless possibilities with this Heritage range.
Okay, so we know that you can customize it. Run us through the performance levels on this beauty.
Very similar to the normal R90, the Scrambler and the Pure. It's a 1200 Boxer air-cooled engine. It has a lot of torque, but it's not a high-end speed bike, you know, and the capabilities of this bike being able to go off-road, it's got a higher, harder suspension, and then being able to do road. So its functionality, it's got a dual function, but besides all of that, it looks extremely cool. And
it does.
Yeah, so you don't often get the two together, you know.
So this is the target market would rather be someone that's adventurous at heart, that wouldn't necessarily just be driving around city and on the highways, but also, like you said, venturing off-road.
Yes, the thing is, it just opens so many possibilities, so you can do whatever you like, but once again, it's also someone who's a little bit more status and image conscious. It's a little bit more lightweight than your 1200 GS. It's not so serious and intimidating, and yeah, there's much you can do with this bike.
So talking about style conscious, I walked around in the boutique and I found some really cool clothing items. Not the norm where you have those stiff biker outfits where you can't even walk.
I call it the Oros man.
There we go. But actually found some really cool clothing pieces. So
I actually hand selected a few pieces and put them out so that I can show you. These are things that I would suggest to go with this, but I mean,
wear with this bike.
Yes,
okay.
yes, exactly.
So first, let's start with this stunning helmet that's got black and orange and blue, which actually goes very
well with the
all
bike.
the
Yeah, this is what I would pick. However, you know, you can choose what you like. This is an off-road helmet.
Can I see?
Sure.
I want to see what it looks like, because it looks so. It looks like
a little bit intimidating sometimes,
it does.
but when you put it on,
it's my head too big.
Go for it. And then you've got two little levers, and you pop it up, and then you've got some airflow there. You got to get one. It looks awesome. But this is designed for off-road, so slower speeds, and it's got a peak and all of that jazz.
Would you say, yeah, is it so forward-looking? Does it do anything with aerodynamics? I know this might be a dumb question, but is it just the style, or is
no,
this...
it's particular for off-road. So, and you've also got, a lot of the time you take the visor off and you put goggles on because there's dust that comes up. So you want to protect that. You don't want to be bothered by all those elements when you're having fun in the dirt.
So I'm guessing that's where the little mouth guard will come in.
This is called a buff. Mm-hmm. So it's actually versatile for both winter and summer. And you put it over your head.
Like,
there's an example over there. You put it over your head and then you can pull it over your nose to either keep wind or dust out or keep you a little bit warmer in the winter.
Because it can get quite chillos on a bike, guys. And then matching with the helmet and that, what shoes have you got?
I think these are the only shoes I sell because I love them so much. So these are protective sneakers, and they're waterproof. They're the latest, greatest, most comfortable. Yeah, you see, they don't look protective, but they really are.
Not normal sneakers, guys.
Yes, and the fact that they're waterproof is great. So if you go through a little stream or whatever the case, you're not going to get water inside your shoe, and then it's breathable as well.
It also goes up quite high, so it goes over the ankle, so it gives you that added support that you need, just if you need.
And what's nice about this, I mean, if you go for a ride on a Sunday and breakfast, you're not going to go sit down and not enjoy your meal because you're going to be comfortable, you're going to look great. We also have jeans.
Before we go over to the jeans, they look a bit tomboyish.
I've got a pair.
Okay,
they're
well,
actually
girls,
unisex.
you can also rock it. Okay, back to the jeans.
No problem. So these also, once again, it looks like a normal pair of stylish jeans, but it's got your padding. So it's got your padding over there, and then on the hips as well.
Oh yes,
it's like a foam. And BMW is created.
It's actually got like a knee guard, guys. So it's quite hard. So if you had to fall,
you'd have protection.
Yes.
This padding also hardens on impact as well, so it also molds around.
Really?
Yes, because it's got that slide. It's almost like a memory foam if you put it that way. We're a lot more engineered than that. And then this, obviously protecting the first places that make
the top.
But if you look at, I call him Freddie, my mannequin over there. He's got a pair on, and everyone's like, oh, they want a pair of those. I'm like, no, those are for riding.
Very, very stylish. Okay, and then pairing that with a lovely jacket.
This isn't particularly for off-road, but I just love it because it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's the new Dark Knight leather jacket, and
Which
it's
also has padding in it.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And then your orange shirt.
This is also once again
it's
got the Urban GS printed on it, which I think is rock and roll.
You could totally jump off the bike and walk straight into Sandton City and be very, very stylish wearing your biker gear.
Oh, absolutely.
Which I absolutely love. And then what gloves would you pair with this?
Yes. So these are the GS gloves. They're actually the most popular because they're lightweight and protective at the same time, and they're not too hot. So
the GS.
And I must be honest, most clients buy, and they're the ones who have sort of promoted it so much because everyone loves them. They're just really, really nice gloves.
So you've got padding on the knuckles once again.
You'll see these little vents over there as well, so that you don't get too hot, especially off-road, because the bike is not moving very fast. You want ventilation coming through, so
and
that
they're
you're
actually quite comfortable. Yeah. It's not like
you've got a lot more grip.
You do.
Yes.
Yes.
So this would be my recommendation. Obviously, there's a wide variety of things to choose from, but
so this is unisex as well.
Yes, this is. They range in small sizes to very large sizes, but they both for ladies and for gentlemen.
And then also the jacket, that's male obviously. You've got smaller sizes for females, or do you have female jackets?
We actually have the very same jacket but with a female cut that's tapered in and obviously suitable for a female figure.
Gorgeous. Well, there you have it, guys. Make your way over to Motorrad at Sandton Auto and have your pick. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of our show, but do tune in again next week when we'll start up our engines and go on another journey. Until then, from me, Suri Smith, buckle up and drive safe.